right. We just finished up Bobby's tour board. He's about to go out on tour with Carrie Job in the next month or so, and he's going to be playing guitar and keys, doing some auxiliary stuff. So I built this board for him about 3 years ago, and since then he's wanted to make some changes, and obviously it's had wear and tear. So we did a cleanup and redid a lot of the wiring, and this thing's sounding awesome. So I just kind of wanted to walk you through the board and the signal path. It starts with the interfacer. A lot of people don't know this, but the interfacer has a buffered input and a passive input. And the sound of your guitar and the first thing that it sees, whether it's buffered or passive, is going to greatly affect the tone and the feel of the guitar. And so Bobby has preferred more of a passive style input. So what we've done is he'll plug his guitar straight into the passive input, and then I have a little jumper that jumps around, and you'd be surprised at the difference that one cable can make in affecting the tone and the guitar not seeing the buffer as the absolute first thing. And so the jumper jumps around, that enables the tuner out, and then out of the interfacer it goes into the tone press. From the tone press it comes down here to the Jupiter fuzz. This is a really cool looking version. From the fuzz to the 385, which the 385 is kind of based on those amps where they modified like an old projector. Has a really cool sound, maybe kind of lo-fi. The OCD, which this is like an older version, either V1 or V2. It's got the blue LED, and he's running that at 18 volts. Bobby's had this for a long time, and I love the way he sounds with it. Then to the boost, which, you know, the boost operates as a clean boost, but then also it's connected via TRS. And so this is using the expression out, and that's his volume pedal. From the boost, it goes to the audition, which is underneath. And initially, that was there for his whammy. You know, the whammy was large. He had some other things going on here, but he wanted to get it on the board for this tour. So we put it on the board, and now he can use that for any other auxiliary pedals or things he wants to try out or hook up, maybe a Memory Man or something. So then from the whammy, from the audition to the whammy, from the whammy to the Julia, from the Julia to the Therme, from the Therme to the Spec Tempest, and this is where it turns into a stereo signal, from the Tempest to the Mobius, and then across the 3 Strymons and back out to the interfacer. This is to control his bank needs for the timeline in the Big Sky, so that's connected via MIDI. Yeah, and this is just a killer sounding board. Really simple, but a lot of options here, and cleaned up really nicely, and I'm excited for him to take it out on tour.